concerned with the sneakers? What am I getting ready to say? Hello? Somebody murdered some people because they wanted this cult, as they call it, out of that highfalutin suburban neighborhood. All you gotta do is watch the movie Burbs and you see how it happens. A comedy that really takes place where a bunch of people look over at a group of people like us and start to assume that we are going to commit suicide because I say so. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they don't know us, obviously. You with me? And with that, the best thing they can do with the public is say, oh, out there, anything there, they must be like Heaven Gate. Heaven Gate was Christians. Jim Jones, Christian. David Koresh, hey, I'm not a Christian. And you know why it's easy for Christians to commit suicide? You want to know why? Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. They made it a part of their doctrine that if you commit suicide, you go to heaven. It's a good thing because Jesus came here, according to them, and basically committed suicide because he knew if he stayed in Jerusalem that they was going to kill him. And he told the disciples, I know what they're going to do to me. And the disciples said, well, you know, why don't we just jump, go to another city? No. The hour is coming. They said, yeah, that's the point. So he says, no, I got a better idea. Let's go sit up in the upper room and have some bread and wine and discuss how they're going to kill me. And then we'll leave there. We're going to go to our garden. Y'all take a little nap. I'm going a little further, talk to my father. Let him know I'm coming home soon. You know, like, I'm out in the street and I got to call home. So I go to a telephone and say, yo, man, I got to check in. Call home, yo, ma. I know I'm supposed to be home at 12, but I'm going to come about 1 maybe. So Jesus goes in the garden. The disciples go to bed. He goes a little further in the garden, calls his father, says, oh, my father, if it's possible, could you let this cup pass by me? Not if I will, but, you know, the thou will be done. His father called to them and said, no, nigga, you're going to die. You went down there to die. I gave birth to you so that I can watch them beat you up, humiliate you, spit on you, whip you, and then nail you on a cross so I can watch you suffer in the sun sweat because I love them. Well, when you start teaching a child that philosophy, there's a great possibility that he'll grow up and become a David or a Jim Jones. When you teach a philosophy to young men that they are supposed to lay their head on the bosom of Jesus, you breed a certain mentality.
That's right, that's right.
I say, like it or not, in Christianity, break it down into 2 groups. All the women lay your head on the bosom of Jesus. And all the men lay your head on the bosom of Mary. Now this makes genetic sense to me. But for all the women to have their head on the bosom of Mary and all the men to have their head on the bosom of Jesus sounds a little, could we say, strange? You with me? So when you have doctrines like that taught to you when you are a baby, you don't have a chance. And then the world has stacked this against you. So when you come back and say, I'm a God, they go, what do you mean by that? What does it sound like? You don't want to tell me what the word God means, isn't it? I didn't come here speaking this language, did I? You ain't no God, you know I'm God.
That's why in American education system, I can read about Egypt, and you got Osiris, you got Horus, you got Ra, you got Anubis, you got all of them as gods. And as time has proven, and I'm before time, that was and is me. Because I can go to Egypt and look up and see me. The way you go in the Christian church and look up and see you. And I ain't got nothing against you going to the Christian church and looking up and seeing you and worshiping you. So why do you have a problem with me looking over there at that statue and worshiping me? Why am I some kind of cult? Some kind of ritual or demonic thing? Because I want to worship in the image of myself. And you know what? We'd get along a lot better. Because I respect you for who you are. And you respect me for who I am. And as long as we don't get into a conversation on the origin of everybody, you ain't got no problem. And I won't bring it up if you don't bring it up. I wouldn't have to be talking about it now if you didn't bury it. You know it. When you tell a person don't touch it, that's exactly what they're going after. Now you gave us Islam and we was whitewashed there. I don't mean color-wise, I mean mentally. You gave us Christianity, whitewashed. Now we Hebrew Israelites, Israelite church. Some of us became highly Christians. Some niggas walk around with a bunch of little knots back here. All the highly Christians got braids, because most Hindus have straight hair. But the Negroes in Manhattan, they had little bush and knots. But they were hidey-hidey-in, like Cab Calloway. They were hidey-hidey-in. And now, after all the years of me being kidnapped, I finally opened the book and find something that relates to me that's going to make me a better person. And you oppose it? I find something that will make me stop using crack. How many of y'all use crack now? How many of y'all drink to drunkenness now? How many of you women are walking around whoring now? How many of y'all are going out to steal and take things from people now? How many of y'all are concerned about reading and researching everything you can about everybody? How many of y'all have been encouraged to stay in school and finish college and to get degrees? Why is there something wrong with that philosophy? What do you want me to teach? You want me to teach hate white people? Burn down America? Where I live? And I'm standing? You know how dumb I'd have to be to soar the branch that I'm standing on? We ain't no militia. You created militia. Because it's in the Constitution. You went on and said, well, if you don't like what's going on, get a well-regulated militia. And you messing around trying to amend the flag, you better get that out of there. When you say there's over 5,000 militia groups in the country and you worry about who steps on the flag, you better space that it's growing. And I don't have a militia group. What you giving me? What are we being given that is going to change us as a people for the better? Direction. A lot of you young boys are pulling your doggone pants up and tying your sneakers thanks to Nuwaubian. We're not going to be a part of the hip-hop world. We're going to take over the hip-hop world and make it a message. Because it's a vehicle to reach the youth. When you look around out here, All this building, most of this building out here was young brothers and sisters who came here to help. I'm talking about from 30 down. Of course there was some old fogies out here, but most of it was young people. Young men and women who painted all this stuff. You know why? Look up there. If he wasn't making that graffiti, he would have been on the mortar or somewhere in the subway, spraying in the subway. But because we created a vehicle for him to get this out of his system and still do something creative, he's here. How many people are here right now are under 30 years old? Look at here. Talking about we are the world, looking to a brighter day, and we can't let them turn us around. We have sampled every delicacy that has been put before us, we taste it. Right? Now we have our own. Tomorrow maybe when you start to make your Mugharaj, the temple is not totally complete. It'll be deeper than that by next year, way before that. But when you do make the ritual of alignment back with your ancestors, remember, it's yours. When the Muslims talk about Mecca, you say, I got my own Mecca. The Jews start talking about Jerusalem, say, I got my own Jerusalem. And people ain't throwing rocks at each other and fighting over it. I got my own holy city. I have my own prayer. I have my own stuff. And why can't I have my own stuff? You got your stuff. And as hard as I tried to fit in your stuff, you wouldn't let me in anyway. And now when I break off and do my own thing, you are welcome. Regardless of who you are, you can come on into our world and be a part. You can bring your family up in this world. I don't care who you are, blonde hair, blue eyes, green hair, purple eyes. I ain't got no time for it. It hurts people. If I hurt any human being, I'm hurting myself. And we in the Nuwaubian nation don't have the time for that crap. We gotta prepare for our journey. And if we fail to make the journey because of our own weaknesses and shortcomings, and the craft has to keep on going, we got to survive. And we will survive. But we will be in control of our destiny from this day on. And when you talk to people, you got to let them know that you are in control of your destiny. Because there was nothing wrong in history when they said, give me liberty or give me. So don't make it a crime when I say it. Without the gimme. Without the gimme, you can't give me anything. I am that I am. I always was. I was here before the Bible. Remember that. I was one of the us that said, let us make man.